The SMSs, Tim, you're not going to like this. One says, I've just flushed my season ticket down the toilet. Primus must go if he wants to help the club and stop living in his delusional world. Accept responsibility. Would Franco or Bassett coaches like Primus? He needs to go with many players. Power need to... Oh, I can't understand that. Poort and Primus is called Karma. Our lowest ebb ever. Says Grant, not really happy there. Another one, the monumental collapse of this club is complete today. The monumental collapse is complete today. Yep, Primus is a good coach. Not, says Pam. Carlisle, Chappie, Westhoff and Pearce should be the first to follow Primus out of the club. Joke, joke, joke. Sack him now. Good to see we are creating more history. Looks like the players want a new coach. Not Matty's fault. They are absolutely brutal at the moment, and most of them are like that. Get Malthouse, or I rip up my membership. I feel for the club because I think the talent is there. Not sure what's going on, but Mark Williams must feel a real sense of satisfaction. Tim, if Primus has any respect for the Port supporters, he should resign immediately, says Jerry. What a joke. They're damaging the Port Adelaide Football Club name. Can't blame the coach solely. Skills and turnovers are killing us. Well, that's what I think. So I think the players out there have to really stand up, Tim, and take some responsibility. Not hard to see what Travis Boak wants to leave. As the great Zoromatic once said, the fish stinks from the head down. Boak will go. Who do you want to play for? Poor performance from Primus as a coach. You don't leave the box. You're all in it together, says Dazza. And it goes on and on and on like that.
Hello, Michael.
Yeah, hey, fellas, I thought the 2007 Grand Final was our darkest hour. Yeah. It's not. This is our darkest hour. I've been a constant caller on this radio station for at least 4 or 5 years, and when they appointed Mark Williams when they shouldn't have, that was a weak decision. The next week's decision was giving Matthew Primus job, thinking that they'd get the crowds back, hoping they'd get the favourite son back. Now, that was a mistake. He's out there today coaching. This team is not playing for Matthew Primus. Adelaide Crows last year got beaten by Melbourne. Neil Craig knew his time was up. If Matthew Primus is any sort of a man that I think he is, tonight he should go to the board, hand in his resignation. This club has gone backwards. I mean, this is the most embarrassing moment of my entire life, of being a Port Adelaide supporter. I've got a lot of friends out there. This is the darkest day of this club. And if they don't make the tough decisions, hand in the AFL licence back, become the Magpies, and give it to someone else out there that deserves it more. Because right now, this club is a total embarrassment to the AFL.
And Port Adelaide fans really want to vent their anger.
Okay, we got Matt from Newton. Matt, fire away, mate.
1870 written on the back of the jumper. Get rid of that next year. Put 1997 because, Tim, you played for 1870. None of these guys are.
A couple here, no skills, no class, no leadership. They're a team with no heart and no future. I'm ashamed to be a member. $35 million will be a waste of taxpayers' money in Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. You're killing the most beautiful ground in the world. Another one says, just tore up 4 members' tickets. Go to Sue. Hi, Sue.
Oh, hi, guys. I just wonder where Roden and Pfeiffer were today. Couldn't believe it that they weren't chosen to play. But, look, I'm not going to just blame Matty Primus. Do you know what that club needs? It needs a great big enema from the very top right through.
Thanks, Sue. Let's go to Judy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Daniel Pearce is a shell of a player to what he was in 02, 03, 04. Westhoff, you've had your use-by date. Goodbye. Take with you also Matty Thomas. He is so slow, it is not funny. This is an embarrassing day today for the Port Adelaide Football Club and its supporters. This is pathetic.
Thanks for that, Judy.
Paul?
I rang last year after the Collingwood and Hawthorn debacles.
Mm-hmm.
Called for the coach, the captain to be sacked, the board for letting Sean Burgoyne go, etc., etc. It's been 5 years. Every week for the last 2 years, this is the lowest step. This is the lowest step. It's not the lowest step. It's going to get worse than this. Port Adelaide must get rid of Matthew Primus. Kasisi is not a captain. He does not lead. Okay? He needs to go, and the majority of these players need to pull their fingers out of their backsides, and they need to move on to other clubs. They will be remembered, these players, as destroying my club. When they're gone, I will still be there, and so will the club. But they need to leave because they have destroyed this club with their pathetic effort, their lack of skills, and yes, you can blame Matthew Primus, He's been the head coach for just over 2 years, and their skills have gone backwards. Now, if the coach can't improve their skills, he needs to go. The players need to go. They can't kick. They can't mark. They can't pick out a player. They can't handball. They can't kick a goal. They are pathetic. And the quicker we get rid of the majority of these players, that is the only way Port Adelaide will be on the way up. We need to purge this sickness that's running through the club right now.
So many people saying sack Matty Primus, a lot saying they'll tear up their tickets. Yeah, it's not good. I can't find any decent SMS there. I think we got John on board though. Hi, John.
Now, I was all for Matthew Primus coming in and trying to clear everything out and getting the players to play with passion and heart at the very least. But you do not lose the Greater Western Sydney, right? For me, Matthew Primus is gone. What we need to do is everyone needs to bow their head down, forget about doing the talk and whatever else, clear the decks, get the creed out, read it, and start following it, because it's going to take us 4 or 5 years to get rid of the cancer and get back to where we were so we can start playing football again.
Thanks for that, Chris.
Thank you.
Just a few SMSs. What a disgrace to the club to jump on the people of Port Adelaide. This would have to be the worst Port side in history. They're damaging the brand, turning people away from going to home games. Frankly, Matty says, frankly, I don't care what the Primus in near tears. The truth is the team doesn't play for him. I think they know he can't coach. I agree with them. We're a joke, Wildy. Stop talking crap. Primus can't coach. I won't read any more of the SMSs. I mean, they're all the same thing. Sack Primus, sack player A, player B.